We are live at the Korner Bar and Grill, 1770 Central Avenue in Colony. It is Flock University. What's up, Flock? How you doing? This place is way too nice for us, Coach. I would like to first introduce you to the professor. He is the real host of the show. He's the knowledge. He's also the looks while we have a camera. I just do radio for people that look like this. He is the head coach, the general manager. His name is Damon Ware.
Great to have you out here again. You guys have been great support of our show. Super happy. It's almost game time. So we'll see you soon on April 27th.
Almost game time. Is it anybody else? Like, you guys got excited. I got nervous. Like, I got like this. I did this thing. And we're 10 days from kicking off.
Yeah.
10
Exciting
days.
times.
All right. So we're live here at the Korner Bar and Grill. Everybody I talked to said Detroit pizza. Detroit style pizza. That's the thing when you're here. If you don't get that, you did it wrong. So whatever you order, maybe the coach's pizza.
Hey, they got a coach's pizza. I love that. It's a nice addition to the menu, and we'll have at it. And
then there'll be a Firebirds burger they did for us tonight too. So I would like for everybody to come order the Firebirds burger, the coach's pizza. Keep them on the menu as long as possible here at the Korner Bar and Grill. I also got to let you guys know in the flock, this is the very first, the inaugural. We have never done this before. This show, live now, will also be on Fox Sports Radio 95.9 and 980 Saturday morning at 9 a.m. So if you embarrass yourself here, it's going to happen all over again, 9 a.m. on one of the Capital Region's top stations, the number one sports station, the voice of the Capital Region sports fan, Fox Sports Radio 95.9 and 980. Coach, let's get right to it. Camp going strong. Days are ticking. Give us an update. How's camp look? What do you see with their guys?
We recruited very well. I am super excited about the guys that we brought here to the Capital Region. We have been going at it, building camaraderie, putting a lot of knowledge in, a lot of physicality, a lot of evaluation. We've cut a few people so far this week as we whittle our way down, obviously, to that 24 number that we've got to get to by Saturday. Just done a really good job. We've got 3 quarterbacks that are battling for the job. Right now, Jake Medlock's still at the number 1 spot with Evan Lewandowski and Will Arndt still fighting for the 2nd spot or still to start. I mean, again, I tell those guys every day, every moment matters, every practice matters. So again, it's consistency. So there's that. Our offensive line and defensive lines have been really, really great. Some of the new guys that we've brought in are just outstanding. O'Brien Goodson, DJ Walden, those guys are doing a heck of a job. Jamal Hickbottom has been a huge surprise and very excited about him as a 2-way player. He's doing well. Our receiving corps is one of the best in the country. We're super excited about them. Our top 5 receivers right now our top 6 are special. We have 6 receivers that can start for anybody in the country. So we're super excited about them. Our fullback position, obviously Shorts being our number 1 fullback, he's doing a great job in camp.
He looks like he got fat, invaluable. Coach. Shorts looks like he got fat. I saw the picture with his 12-pack. He used to have a 14-pack.
He's in great shape. He's, again, being a veteran now, just lending his veteran leadership. That's been special as well. Our DBs have been the biggest surprise at camp. Our DBs are playing phenomenal right now. They're making our offense work for every single inch, every single yard that we get. That's been our surprise. But, we went into this offseason, and I said that from the beginning is we didn't want to be number 1 in offense and last in defense. We wanted to be number 1 in both. Our defense is going to be special. I'm super excited about just what Coach Hollis is doing. He's doing an absolute great job, and that secondary is just – they have really, really battled it out very well with the offense. So across the board, obviously bringing Mark back, our kicker, Orozco, having him back is special, and he just came into town, and so he'll be kicking in the MVP arena next week. We just have a real special group. I am super pleased with what we recruited here to town, and it's going to show on April 27th.
I just want to let you guys know that in the world of sports talk radio, a coach is a vet. He's a seasoned pro when he stretches the first answer, because that keeps you from asking a question he doesn't want to answer. So when Coach can sit there, first of all, I'll tell you, I hear the pride, which is awesome. That's exciting because I know how much you scrutinize having a great roster. But you go through every player, and it's each unit, it looks like we're really set. I want to double back to the quarterback a little bit. Medlock has the most experience in indoor football, and that kind of given him the head start. Is that fair?
Absolutely. Playing inside the walls is a different game. It's tough for rookie quarterbacks to come in the AFL and start. But I will say Evan Lewandowski's, he's pushing. I mean, he's learning. He meets with me every day. He's working as hard as he possibly can. He's making some great plays in practice. He's done a great job. For a rookie, he's just done a phenomenal job. And we're super excited that we recruited him here to the Capital Region. Will does great things as well. A guy that's played in CFL games. Will has done a great job as well. We have a real battle at quarterback, and we'll keep 2 quarterbacks on the roster, obviously, going into the first game. And so we're going to let go of a really good kid. And so that's always the sad part about camp is, we've cut a couple people now. I think we've got 9 players left, maybe 7 players left to cut, and we're going to let go of some really good people, and those really good people are going to find a home elsewhere.
Do you ever find yourself where it's like there's a use for this player here, but I think they can make bigger strides personally if I do let them go because of what I already have? Do you ever make a cut based on something like that, Coach?
Sure. I have some conversations with some players about maybe some of their limitations and where they could probably be better fit somewhere else. I've definitely had those. But the great part about, there's one player in particular, I really tried to get him. I had another coach that was ready to take him in and probably would have started him for the season. And that player said, I'm too loyal to you, Coach. I don't want to go anywhere. I would do whatever it takes to make this roster. And by golly, he's going to make this roster.
There we go. That's can you say the name? Because I think that makes him an instant step up towards fan favorite.
I will tell you, he's definitely a person that's been here the last 2 years.
Okay.
I won't give his name, might embarrass him, but he's worked his butt off, and he is making so many plays in practice right now. He's definitely a player that has moved up the board a lot, and training camp's been good to him.
If I promise not to turn the camera, is he over there?
He is not over there.
Okay. All right. Because one of my guesses was over there.
But one of those over there has definitely turned it around, and he had a benching last year, and he needed to refocus and not be complacent. And he's done an outstanding job this year too. Came into camp in shape. He's working as hard as ever, and he's also somebody that's built value for himself in training camp. And that's the great part about camp is you get to build your own story. Obviously, again, you're going to get the coaching, but you've got to take it, and you've also got to come in shape. There's been a couple of kids that came in mediocre shape, and they're already out of here. And so this is a serious time. Playing professional football is not for everybody, but it's a rough one. And so you got to really love football to come play here in the Capital Region.
All right, everybody, it's that time of the show. We all say hi to the coach's boss. Everybody, hi, Nani. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Hi, Nani. She said she doesn't know who you're talking about, so I won't either. Basically, if he won't tell her, he ain't telling me. And that's fair. I know better than to get on her bad side. She also said order her a pizza. So make sure you bring a pizza home or don't go there.
I got you.
There you go. Smart man. See, we don't call him the professor for nothing. We are live here at the Korner Bar and Grill, and just having a great time. You can bring those up. It's vitamin water. We like to have vitamin water during the show. It's important. When you do a live show inside of a fine establishment like the Korner Bar and Grill, you have to sample the goods, and you got to let the people know how it is.
1,000%.
Yeah, I mean it's a scouting trip for us right now. That's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
All right, so as we go through camp too, I know you mentioned shorts looks good, everything. At this point in the game, when you've got your secondary really just starting to look as good as possible at this point, how proud are you of Coach Hollis at this moment? I know he's in here somewhere, but you said it all along. You knew he could make the transition. You knew it was there. You feel like it's a great time for it. Of course, Darius and myself, just to be pains, we will chant, "You still got it" whenever he runs anywhere into the copier. But where we're at right now, is that the caliber of guys you recruited? Is it just how quick Hollis is catching on? Why are we so good in the secondary already?
Our whole team's good. I don't want to sell anybody else short. Coach Cisse, Coach Bowick, they're doing a great job in the trenches. We all know that the trenches starts every play. If we can't be great there, we won't be great at anything. So our receivers and our defensive backs obviously depend on our front lines, obviously, to make them better. So our line's been doing a great job. Coach Ha's been doing a great job on the back end and just leading the charge. Again, he's a cerebral guy like myself. Him and I spend a ton of time together all day, every day, and just go at it as far as, just different parts of the game and how we want to attack things. And we're having a great time. But I always knew, and him and I have always talked like this over the last couple of years. So I knew he would be a great coach. And again, people ask me this all offseason. Oh, you're bringing in a young coach. Aren't you afraid of that? No. There was somebody that brought me in as a young coach, and I, again, went undefeated my first season. So it's time, and I want that same success for him. He's doing an outstanding job. Our whole coaching staff is working their butts off. Our interns are working their butts off. We have a group that loves football from top to bottom, and that's going to pay dividends in July.
Love it. It is. I've heard from other coaches, if you're going to bring in a young coach, you bring in like one. And, obviously, I was unaware of Brandon Cisse's history of coaching and his passion for it. Had the luck of asking the right question at the right time and him just downloading me on his philosophies and everything like that. So I don't even necessarily count him as a young coach, but as a guy who's a year off the field, you do kind of have your work cut out for you with the amount of, I guess I don't want to say it's like an insult, but greenness. Like it's a little less experience.
There's always that worry going into something that there will be some newness and a little bit of struggle early, but all these guys are great. We're great football players. And so to get them on the right path, to be in the office with me every day and just all that I demand so much more than maybe some other coaches do. And in that process and what we've done all off season, these kids are ready to go. They've already been through the war, obviously, during the off season because I made them put a heck of a lot of time in and so they're ready to go. But our staff is working so hard. We all love the game, and that's ultimately what you do this for. I tell young coaches all the time, you don't coach because you think you're going to make $1 million. You don't coach for all these other reasons, for the selfies. If you coach because you love the game, that's going to breed the success. And so all of our coaches are working very hard. I'm just loving what we put together. It's a special group. I just can't wait to get till April 27th.
It's exciting. It's creeping very, very fast. The home opener, April 27th, as you mentioned, at the MVP Arena. We have seen an uptick in ticket sales, but we can always see more. We can always have more. We are doing a bunch of different things to incentivize people. There's the family 4-pack out there. It's 4 tickets with 4 $10 food vouchers and a parking pass for $140. Done, out the door. Spring sales coming. You'll see that online. Very excited about that. But it's we can always have more. We'd like to have more. And with camp going as well as it is, and I know the caliber of guy who likes to play for you. I know how hard you work, Coach Ware. When you're this excited about your roster, I haven't been able to get to practice. I've been out doing God knows what, some of it for the team, some of it constructive. And but hearing the way you're talking about it gets me fired up. I know that there's got to be at least one practice I'll make it to. Maybe it'll be Saturday's practice.
Saturday is a great day for our season ticket holders. From 8 to 10.
See them all perk up.
Come on out to Hudson Valley Community College. That's the day I'm going to open up our practice to our season ticket holders only. We'll start at 8 o'clock. We'll stretch. We'll go through some of our drills that we need to get through. Probably about 8:30-ish, we'll do a 40-play scrimmage. You'll get a good look at who we've got. Obviously, right after that scrimmage, I will cut down to our 24-man roster. So it'll be your last time to see some of the guys, but see ultimately what we will be come April 27th. So that is Saturday from 8 to 10 in the morning at Hudson Valley Community College. Come out, check out a sneak peek of your team. Just the season ticket holders. That's because you came and joined a part of the Firebirds, and we want to throw back a little bit of love your way as well.
I love that. It's the first time we've been able to achieve that since you and I have been working arena football here in the Capital Region. So kudos to you for getting that together. I'd like to sweeten the pot a little bit for our season ticket holders. When you became a season ticket holder this year, you were promised a T-shirt. I will have them Saturday. It'll be your first chance to pick them up. So You come by the open practice, which, as Coach said, starts at 8 a.m. We'll have your First in Flock T-shirts ready to go. Checked with our guys over at Elevation 10,000. I told them about everything. They're like, we'll work late. We'll get them ready. So a little more incentive for the season ticket holders. You were there for us, and we're finally, Coach, able to do special things for you, and me finally getting around to doing something I promised you from the beginning.
Hey, we can sweeten this up just a little bit more. That's an open practice. That's a T-shirt. On Sunday with the final roster, we'll be at Lionheart on the Green downtown for a fan appreciation day from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. We'll be there. As many people come on down, weather's going to be good. Let's come down there. Let's hang out. The whole coaching staff will be there. The whole team will be there. Support staff from the team will be there. We'll all be there to celebrate getting ready for game week, and we want to spend that day with you guys. So come on out, 12 to 4, Lionheart on the Green.
So big weekend and stuff, and we'll I'll dance back into some of that because Friday night's going to be big as well. But at this exact moment in time, I invite everybody who's not already here to get over to the Korner Bar and Grill, 1770 Central Avenue. A Novo is a sister restaurant to what we're at right now. So you get that. Everybody whose mouth waters when you talk about a Novo, your mouth's going to water here. Detroit-style pizza, Coach's Pizza, Firebird Burger. I've heard that if we clap enough, Ben Nelson will he'll do the Pee Wee Herman Big Shoe Dance over on the shuffleboard table. Yeah, big shoe dance for Benny Ice.
Hey!
Come on, where you going, Ben? Where you going?
We love you, Benny.
I now know what one of my 5 halftimes is going to be. Why are you so red, Ben? You okay?
All right.
All right, there you go. That was all right. Get over to the Korner Bar Grill.
Oh, good stuff.
Every time he gives me attitude in the office from now on, I'm like, and then watch him run for it. It'll be great.
Good stuff.
We are live here, like I said, at the Korner Bar and Grill until Ben gets us kicked out, of course. And I see somebody over here sliding in to grab himself a headset and a microphone. He is. You've heard us talk about him a little bit earlier. He is our defensive coordinator, the only man who owns his own island, Hollis Island. Everybody, Dwayne Hollis.
How y'all doing?
Well, I see. So this is what I'm trying to be the adult for a change, and I know everybody who listens on Fox Sports and
first time for everything.
Right? I'm saying, you guys. I'm in the past. I have never had as much help from the coaching staff in the front office as I do right now. I want to trying to thank you guys without being rude to former people, because I got yelled at for that by people I like. They were like, "Hey, knock it off. It's not nice. Be nice." So Cowboy Bobby just threw his hand up in the air for some reason. What's that? Oh, the Yankees won one? Thank God. 3-game losing streak is starting to hurt me. So
they lost me money.
You bet against the Yankees?
No, I bet for the Yankees.
Oh, they just won. They won today.
Oh yeah, not today.
What? All right, you can go. No, so we were talking about the secondary. What's your critique of your current secondary?
This is a very, very good group that I have. It's honestly going to be a lot of tough decisions. Honestly, they catch on fast. Turn me down just a little bit.
Well, I'm turning your headphones down so you'll talk louder in the mic.
So I wasn't talking loud enough.
You're a little low.
I'm good now.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Well, you're talk softly. Throw a big hit.
But no, my secondary is. I have a great secondary. I really don't have any weaknesses in my secondary, so I'm gonna have to nitpick. I'm gonna really have to nitpick. They catch on fast. They apply what we go in the film room. And they apply it to the field the next day. So it's gonna be tough decisions. I had that conversation with them today. I actually got released my first year in arena football. So it's a 13-week sprint. So things happen. So definitely, if something was to happen, I'm bringing one of those guys back. So
wait. 13 weeks. I thought it was a 10-week regular season.
We have a 13-week schedule here. I don't know if you guys know, but 13-week gets a championship.
That's what's up.
We're gonna have a 13-week schedule.
There you go. Cowboy Bobby gets it. So yeah, obviously, Coach Ware, offensive mind, overall, see the whole picture, offensive mind. Coach Hollis, defensive mind, sees the whole overall picture. I've seen you work with quarterbacks and wide receivers when you were the defensive back. Who's the guy that you guys are going to fight over and practice the most to get the reps out of? Because there's always, for you guys who don't know, when you play Ironman football, there's always a receiver/defensive back that both coaches want to play with because they've adapted faster than everyone else, or they just have a certain skill set that guy wants. Who's the guy that we'll start with Coach Ware. Who's the guy Hollis is going to want that you're going to go, no, I'm head coach. I get to play with him the most.
I know you guys want the T, but we really haven't had that problem. We're good across the board. We've not had any of those issues. We're seeing the same things. We brought in our guys to fit certain roles. And so when those roles are being fulfilled, we don't have to fight over individual guys. They fit into what we're trying to do, into the schemes that we're trying to put on the field. And so it's really been fun because there hasn't been a whole lot of huge decisions that we've had to make as far as personnel. The hardest decision is going to be who we're going to send out of here. And maybe they end up somewhere else starting against us. And so that's the hardest decision. But as far as scheme of how we're going to do Ironman, both of us we talk about it every day, and we've got a very good plan of how we're going to attack that on April 27th.
You, Hollis, you ready? You're gonna step out and just be like, nah, what about so and so? Like, is it?
Honestly, with this team,
you guys are too nice. I don't like it. I don't believe it.
I'm being very honest. I normally don't get into that anyway, but I'm being very honest when I say we have guys that bought in to what we're trying to accomplish here, especially with the Ironman game. You can't be a selfish player playing the Ironman game. Maybe you might get one series a quarter, you might get one series a half, you might get one series a game, but when you're in that time, that time and place, you just gotta make a play.
All right, I agree. You can't be a selfish player, but I don't agree that you can't be a selfish coach. I think it's you guys are gonna promise me if it hasn't happened yet, that whoever it is, because inevitably you're gonna want to use a guy on wide receiver that in that practice you have said like, oh no, I need him to work my scheme real quick. It's just natural. Like they play two roles, they serve two coaches. I'm not buying this 1990 stuff.
I think it's more of an opposite type thing. It's more of a thing we have to tune guys back because they want to get too many reps. Right. So it's like, no, we're not gonna get. We gotta kind of control.
He's not answering my question. He's not saying what guy he knows you're both gonna want to practice.
We haven't had that.
Gotta chill.
We really haven't had it. Now, could there be a time where we're deciding our 21, for the game roster, and we fight over maybe the last guy? Yeah, maybe that happens.
All right.
And we'll update you if that ever happens.
All right.
Right now, like I said, we're building great camaraderie across the board, and that's coaching staff together. Obviously, that's our players together, and ultimately we had a plan going into camp. We met all off season, and that was the special part, to come up with the plan that we knew we would go with, obviously during camp, which would eliminate some of those problems. We recruited guys to solve problems, and guys are solving those problems, and that's a great thing. And like I said, our secondary is playing outstanding. Our specialists are battling for what they need. Our quarterbacks are battling hard. Our fullback linebackers are battling hard. I mean, OD line is battling. We're just having such a good time. It's been a great time, and we're just ready to unleash these guys in the Capital Region. So let's do that on April 27th.
Let's go. Get your tickets now. Make sure you go to firebirdsafl.com. Look, I know you guys are in lockstep. You guys are there's a camaraderie, a relationship. It's a friendship. It's built on respect. It's built on working together. And I'm not saying this to draw riffs. It's just,
You're trying.
I get it. Never.
I get it.
Not with you guys.
Radio host. A lot of drama. I got you.
I just it's also like I remember in the past, Markel Wade adapted to defense faster than I think a lot of people thought he might. And I thought I overheard maybe that maybe there was another coach that thought you tried to use it too much on offense. He was trying to use it on defense. But it was like a friendly, it was a compliment to Markel Wade. It was not like That's all. So that's right. I'm just looking for my fan favorites. That's all. One of them put on a damn headset on me. So what am I gonna do? I gotta start picking out guys I'm excited to see.
There you go.
That's
You're gonna
what I
find a
do.
new guy this year. A lot of really good dudes. You'll find one that you can follow.
I'm trying to find out. So we have a bunch of events this weekend. We talked about a few of them. I see questions continue to pop up about the Saturday morning practice at Hudson Valley, which will be open to the season ticket holder. Oh yeah, scrimmage. Season ticket holders will have their shirts available. You'll be your first chance to pick them up. If you don't pick them up there, we'll have them again at other events or even at opening night for you. But it's indoors. It's going to be your first chance to really kind of gauge what this team looks like. Is that something where you guys at the end, is there a chance where you guys kind of look at each other and be like, you got me today or I got you today? Is there something like in a friendly way? I'm not, again, no rift here. No rift.
There's no rift. Obviously, we want to compete hard against each other, and I've complimented him every day just how hard the defense is making us work to get every inch on offense. But we talked about this obviously in the offseason of who we recruited. We wanted to make it where it's super hard for the defense against our offense. It's super hard for our offense against our defense. So when we get into games against other opponents, the game will slow down. And I think we're really building towards that for April 27th. But before I get to that, also on Saturday, we also have the autism walk that we'll be a part of. We'll do that at 12 o'clock, and that's at the something bowl. What is that called?
Was it a Washington Bowl?
Lincoln Park Bowl?
Lincoln
Park Bowl.
Well, I'll go to my associate producer, Brittany. Hey, 12 to 3 Saturday after practice, Firebirds will be at Lincoln Park Bowl for the Autism Awareness Walk. 10 tickets for the first game will be raffled off.
Wow. Okay, Brittany.
Listen, that's one of those
Nice
rare moments
job,
where I knew what's up. What's up? Thanks, Britt. Appreciate you. You got me. Yeah, so you guys, like, this weekend is you're putting in some miles. You guys are doing some work. I like it.
But the thing is, like I said, we did not want this to be lip service as far as us becoming your team. We said that when we all came to town, we would do whatever event, anywhere, for anybody, for any reason. And we've lived up to that. Coach Hollis and I have been to so many events. Darius Prince as well. Now that the players are here, I've told them from the first meeting, we'll do a bunch of community events. This is your team. We'll be out there. You'll see us everywhere. We'll support as many groups as we can. And again, we want to support you. And in turn, we hope you'll support us all season.
This is this, as you mentioned, would go anywhere, do anything, fight any battle. I see it. Yeah. Oh, here comes. You want to meet Game Day Ops, the director of Game Day Ops, Nick Bernard? He actually is ready to look. He's all fired up.
Yep,
That's
like, awesome.
He came running in. I think he's not ready to work a headset. You want help?
Take
buddy?
a drink of the apple juice that you got.
Yeah, I got it's a vitamin water. I got you as always. There you go. I don't know how he's going to run. I don't know how he's going to operate Game Day when he can't operate a headset, but we'll do our best. We'll see how it goes.
We'll get him right by game day.
Nick, first time you're here with us, obviously, this is not to add pressure to you. Your first time running our game day, and the NFL Network will be there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm pumped for it. Going in, working hard on the back end, spend hours on it a day. So, I feel like I'm highly prepared and ready to get after it.
Nick does a great job. I'm always usually the last person to leave. The other night I was there. I left like 8 o'clock at night. He was still in there. So that pumps me up because I usually am always the first one there and last one to leave. And he beat me. He was a little later the other night. So
now
he's working hard and they're doing a great job.
I feel like some shade being thrown over here all of a sudden. Coach Ware's throwing a little shade at me all of a sudden. All right. Well, I'll have you.
You want a drama? There you go.
Not between us.
Just playing.
I was like, Coach, where are you going?
We're a team.
Even always, man. I'm with you. I got your back. To do that again because I'm lazy. I'm not doing more work. Can I announce that you're coming in full time yet?
Absolutely.
Or
let's do it.
Yeah. So not just game day ops. He's joining the office staff, front office. So Nick Bernard will be a part of the team. He'll be able to help out with anything.
I think that deserves a round of applause, no?
Thank you, Nick. There you go. That's game day for you.
Yeah.
Nick is that guy, and I don't know if you ever had a player like this where you go, hey, Nick, I just need you to open that window. And then you come in, the vacuum's running, the window's open. He's chased out some people from the corner. He's organized your desk. It's like, Nick, calm down. You got to pull him back. Instead, you don't have to push Nick out. You got to pull him back. So I need that. I need that around. And so that's why he's going to be in full time. He's going to be one of our guys.
I love those type of people. So keep doing your thing, and you're going to have a whole lot of fun. And let's put a ring on your finger, too.
Hey, I'm pumped, and I'm ready for it.
Did you hear the Jason Kelsey story?
I have not.
So center for the Eagles just retired. I guess he's historically famous for losing a Super Bowl ring.
Mm-hmm.
So during him and his brother's podcast, they did a game where you find these Super Bowl rings in Chile tied to socks. They're all fake except for one real one, his. It really got lost. He really lost his Super Bowl ring.
Wow.
In a bowl of chili based on a game about him losing his Super Bowl ring.
Obviously, you've got a special set of rings at home that you just let that one go.
Insane.
Hey,
insane.
I wouldn't do that.
No,
not to mine.
No.
So.
Thank you. Well, I don't personally have a Super Bowl ring. I have some championship rings. I know people who have Super Bowl rings.
Yeah.
But whatever. Nick, while you're up here, let's talk about your latest brainchild. Friday, 5:30, ABC Sports and Fitness. Is it full? Is there still a chance? It is mascot tryouts.
We do. We have mascot tryouts over at ABC Sports and Fitness 5:30. We have spots open. We're looking for someone who wants to engage with the fans. That's ideal. That's ideal. What we're looking for in a candidate. So, come on, shoot your shot. Come over and see what you got.
Got to be exciting.
Got
to be able to pump up the crowd.
You got to pump up the crowd.
Is Benny Ice trying out to be the new mascot?
Benny Ice is trying out for the mascot. There we go.
Yeah.
Benny Ice.
Hey. I love it.
It's my favorite thing.
Speaking of all these rings, have you thought about what our next one might look like?
I got some ideas.
Okay.
I got some ideas.
Just ask it.
I will tell you. So here's a weird, probably something you shouldn't say out loud, but it's so blessed to be a part of football teams where this guy does a lot of the recruiting, and we've been, Mike Korda and now Andy Gelcher. Richie says that we've been pretty successful. As a matter of fact, figured this out the other day. I've never started this season as a president of a team that didn't win a championship. So 21-22.
Yeah.
And then I happened to take a little excursion down to Georgia for a couple months to get things set up, then leave, and they won a championship. And then, 23, I was background and was part of making a really stupid decision that I'll still own. But no, so this is I feel like the pressure's on me, not you. I feel like,
let's go.
So we keep this thing going. But no, and 100% when I saw the new Firebirds logo, I was like, I want to make that ring. I want to be the guy who gets to go back and forth with the designer and make that ring. So I might have a few ideas.
I love our logo.
I might have a few ideas cooking. I might have some stuff going. Nothing on paper yet because I feel like that's a jinx, and I don't do that.
Don't jinx it.
No. Live here at the Korner Cafe Bar and Grill, home of Detroit style pizza, which we obviously we're here and we got to get into. The Coach's Pizza is available for you as well. Nick, you get the mascot tryouts going up. Game day at firebirdsafl.com if you want to join.
Absolutely. That's how you contact me. And I will be sure to respond.
I can't wait till he hates me. It's going to be so much fun.
I don't think that could ever happen.
I can't wait. It'll happen. Everybody does it eventually. And then, of course, to see your guy, Zach, is over here. Zach's been a huge help as well. We appreciate Zach for everything he does. A lot of good guys jumping in, helping out this year. A lot of great people. We'll talk about one more in just a little bit. But I do, Coach, you said, we're competitors, man. We got to win everything. I may have signed us up for something. I know you're busy personally. Our friends at Muddy's Friday night are having a what they want to call Beat the Birds competition. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be a pong competition, and so two members of the front office, so myself and Joe Nair from Tickets, we're going to compete. Two members of the Flames, I'll get their names for you shortly, and then I need to. I know you got practice and that's important and all, but I need two players. I promise we get two players to go compete. If you don't have to tell me who they are now.
I've got a couple players that are mending that I think I'll send.
Yes. I need that. Because if they're banged up a little bit, they're going to try harder. The competitive juices will be there.
Absolutely.
You can't beat the Birds, baby. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. We're gonna win that, and I'm gonna have a ring designed for it with a little pond cup and a Firebird on the top. It's gonna be.
Hey, I'm with it.
It's gonna be amazing. I do want to, of course, thank the Korner Bar and Grill. I want to thank Fox Sports Radio 95.9 980 for being the home of Flock University. Coach, anything else? Any other note that you're thinking of when you see this team that you're just like, hey guys, on April 27th, get ready because we're going to do this in a way that you've never seen before or you're not prepared for?
I think the Capital Region's just they're used to our games, and so that's the fun part. It's just so important that we show the international community just how great of a town we are on NFL Network. I mean, it's a huge honor. Again, not everybody may understand just the magnitude of a contract with NFL Network and what that entails. And so, if we want to keep it on NFL Network, obviously we've got to put a lot of butts in the seats. It's got to look good. The product's got to look good. The players got to look good. All those things got to happen. And so we're so excited to have them come on board this season and showcase our abilities all across the world. That we just want you guys there. Be a part of this special thing. Let's fill the stands. Let's get it back to pre-COVID. Let's get it back there and rock the house. And let's enjoy this NFL Network partnership and let's go chase another championship together.
Let's get one. This one feels different. It really does. All right, we are joined now by Steve Lonsberry. He is the head of Flock Support. Steve, give us an update on what's going on with Flock Support. If you guys don't know, Booster Club felt kind of dated to me, and the idea of calling Steve my support made me laugh. So it's Flock Support, and Steve's the head of Flock Support right now. So give us an update on what's going on.
Excellent. Thank you. We've been working really hard behind the scenes. I'm getting a lot of help, a lot of ideas, a lot of volunteers. We're working on 50-50 raffle for some cool prizes. Ben made us a really nice sign that kids can color in. So we're going to have a sign making station at the pregame block party. People can fill that in, make their own signs, try to get on the NFL Network.
Just don't be this person with the sign. Don't be this person. Be this person. Be this person. Up and down. Don't be the person who holds it up the entire game. The person behind you will hate you. That's all I ask.
Excellent.
Everybody's been to WWE, up and down.
We're also working on an adopt-a-player program that we're targeting for the first road game. It's going to give people the opportunities to adopt a player. We're going to send surveys to the players, and we're going to find out their likes, dislikes, any allergies, and we're going to try to put care packages for them for travel.
Awesome. And that'll be a volunteer basis. Don't just have to be a member of Flock Support. Anybody who wants
Correct.
to do it.
Yeah, anybody can do it.
And the coaching staff too, because they travel.
Absolutely. Anybody that's traveling with the team, we want to take care of them and let them know how much Albany loves them.
Front office presidents.
We'll get you some C4.
Well, I'm not mad at that. 7-course meal, 6-pack of C4, and a bag of beef jerky. I'm ready to go. I'll storm everywhere. All right, so good deal as always. We're going to be adding a page to the website for Flock Support. A lot of other cool stuff going on. If you want to be a member of it, we'll have ways for you to do it. I see you've got the orange camouflage shorts on. The wife, not a fan.
No, not a fan of the orange camouflage.
Coach Ware, any chance we see you in orange camouflage shorts on the sideline?
Probably not, but I can't appreciate them.
Got to rep the orange. Hey, one thing I do want to mention is.
Here we go. This is where it goes sideways.
Not sideways.
Right.
Part of being in the Booster Club and joining the fan club component of it is going to be able to get on an exclusive list for opportunities to help out the team. We've already had myself and 4 other people volunteer at the tryouts. Everybody loved the opportunity and appreciated it, and we made them work during a snowstorm.
That's true.
Pretty cool.
And then you guys are going to be there for the scrimmage
Yes,
on Saturday to help run the chains and everything.
absolutely.
Sweet. See, I like it. All right, so keep your eyes out for your way to sign up for Flock Sport, how to help out. We appreciate you as always. Thank you so much, Steve. It is time, Coach Ware, for questions from the flock, and that is always. It's always a sometimes quasi dangerous situation we could get into here. And I'll jump through some stuff. Again, I just want to remind everybody, a lot of great events going on this weekend. We're going to be everywhere. Just basically keep your eyes open. Number one, again, I think even though we have events on Friday, that season ticket holders being invited to that scrimmage, that practice, That's gigantic. It's going to feel like a game, right?
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Get a little sneak peek of what we're doing behind the scenes and leading up to our first game. So it's actually very exclusive. Never have opened the practice to the public, but we appreciate you guys so much. Want to give you an opportunity to see what we've been working on. So super excited for that as well.
Very cool. All right, so Tommy Gross, I know we'll get them at some point, but any word on if the customized jerseys will be there for the first game comes around? So here's the situation. Talked to the manufacturer yesterday. He said he is moving heaven and earth to get them done and get them back for the first game. I would, if I'm being perfectly honest, knowing that guy, he is going to do everything in his power to get him here. I'd say it's 50-50, but they'll definitely be here for the second game. But I still am bothering. He's a nice guy, and I feel bad, but I am bothering him daily, just so you guys know. Just so you know. I'm like, hey, listen, if you want me to order the second batch from you, it better be here by the 27th. And we will be doing another batch at some point, but I wanted to get that first batch out to make sure everybody got themselves their customized jersey if they were ready for it. Paul, will season ticket T-shirts be available to be picked up on April 27th? Yes. Everybody doesn't pick them up at the open scrimmage, the practice. You can pick them up there, or we'll probably give some hours to the office. You can swing by if you want to take good care of you that way as well. See, this is when you know the professor answers the questions the right way, because there's like all these questions are for me. I feel like when we go to questions from the from the flock, it should just go like Ware should be like, all right, I'm gonna go have some dinner. Here, this one's for you actually. We talk about the guys being out and about supporting people. Paul saw the players at the Patroons game last Saturday. Our guys love the Patroons.
We love all of our local sports teams, and it takes all of our support to keep these teams around. So again, if you want good sports to watch, you got to support it. And so we make that an important part, is to go see Firewolves games, see Patroons games. And so it's an important part of our landscape.
Speaking of those other home teams, we share a building with the Albany Firewolves lacrosse team. Richard, if the Firewolves get a home playoff game, will you have time to set up the field? This is the situation. There's a country concert Friday night. Our field goes down for the game on the 27th. If the Attack host a game, they're the following afternoon. So we're fine. We're not affected by that at all. As a matter of fact, we're more affected by the country crooners coming through. But the staff at the MVP Arena does an amazing job. They'll get it all flipped over.
Amazing.
No problem.
Amazing job.
It's crazy. Like I like busting on a lot of them in the building because it's fun and it's what I do. And as Laura would say, reasons. But they do a great job. Laura, go Betty Ice. Everybody, Betty Ice.
Betty Ice. Betty, like, what am I doing over here? I love it.
we were figuring out today, Coach. You guys were at practice. We were loading some stuff in, and Ben got there early to help out as always. And we figured out Ben has more nicknames than anyone not named Trevon Shorts, but he only gave himself one of them. So, because Benny Ice he came up with, but Benny Wednesdays came from a certain pizza joint.
Benny Hanna.
That's from Prince.
Yep.
Benjamin is from me. And I think there's about 6 or 7 other ones that we're not allowed to say on the radio. So, and all those nicknames, and still not as many followers as his brother on Instagram.
Oh, sibling rivalry.
The face is not red anymore. Okay, all right, moving on. This week in Arena Football wants to say hi to Cowboy Bobby. Could you guys get a room? I mean, just get a room. How dare you? Rich called Steve an oxymoron. Orange camouflage. Isn't that an oxymoron? How do we contact Flock Support? We're working on that. We'll be able to get that up for you. If you want to go ahead and just email me for now, Levack at firebirdsafl.com. We'll take care of that for you. We'll get you in there. Open scrimmage. Okay, so doors open at 8. It is the Hudson Valley facility has some benches.
Yes.
Limited.
Yep.
So if you want to be able to sit during practice, I wouldn't dally. Start the actual activities is going to start at 8:30. How long do you think it runs for? Daniel wants to know how late can they be there.
40 players will run us somewhere around 45 minutes with everything involved. So we're looking at probably 8:30 to around 9:15-ish will be will be done, and then you can mingle and come talk to some players and those kind of things.
Oh, very cool. And we'll have the shirts there, of course, like I said. Oh, I said Albany Attack, so Troy Valley. Just go. Is that a Freudian slip? The Fireworks, Firewolves, the Attack. They just did a game as the Attack. They just did a retro game as the Attack. That's why it happened. Sorry, Troy Valley.
A little Freudian slip. It's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, I mean, listen, these things happen. I make mistakes. I don't like to admit it, but it happens. All right, everybody. I think that'll do it. If I hear about this Detroit style pizza, the coach's pizza, I think is what we're gonna have to get into here at the Korner Bar and Grill. I want to thank everybody who helped out today. Of course, this amazing staff here. Make sure you take good care of them. They just kicking butt, taking names, getting the food out to the tables as well as the drinks. I want to thank Fox Sports Radio 95.9 980 for airing the coaches show. And don't trust me, they'll pay you before they pay me. So keep an eye out for that. I see we got I want to call Dwayne Hollis, Darius Prince, a lot of great people coming through the building today and helping us out here.
Absolutely.
And all right, number one, I want to thank the man, the myth, the legend, the professor himself, everybody, the head coach, Damon Ware.
Look forward to April 27th.
I want to see who gets a bigger pop. Benny Ice. The biggest pop. Who gets the biggest
I
pop?
love it.
Who gets the biggest pop?
We've made Benny a celebrity.
The team president, Jeff Levack. Bonus man. All right. Of course, again, thanks to you guys. The biggest round of applause for the flock. Guys, yourselves, applause.
Thank you.
Yeah. And we can't end this show without the cheerful greeting and goodbye that we share with each other every week on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Flock you.